So I'm sitting outside enjoying a beautiful late spring day. I was going to do a rant on taxes and how my new toy is going to cost me approximately $8,000 in sales tax and property tax over the next 10 years. My initial sales tax cost will be about $3,000, and then another $5,000 will be added to that over the 10-year period. As it depreciates, of course, the taxes will drop, but still. And most of that property tax I'll be paying is actually school tax. So how does a vehicle relate to paying school tax? But I'm not going to do that. I don't want to delve into the liberal mind. Instead, I want to make people think. My toy, hi toy, my toy is the perfect example of capitalism, of what is great about our system and our country. The reason why I say this is, first off, in the quote-unquote heyday of American muscle cars, you were lucky to have a 13-second car in a quarter mile. And that was super high performance. You had to go really high end to get something that would do 13s. This does 12.9 stock. And this isn't even super high end. The Shelbys, I think they're pulling 11s in the low 11s in the quarter mile. And I could put an aftermarket chip in this and pull 11.9. In 50 years, the performance has drastically increased. But the beauty of capitalism and the beauty of this example is it's affordable to almost anyone. The car costs about what I make in a year. Despite that fact, I can afford it. I can afford to purchase it, finance it. Many people will say I'm foolish for putting so much money into a vehicle, but I rent. I live in an apartment complex. I prefer to rent because I prefer to have my mobility. That way, as the job market changes, I can pack up and leave. To each their own. I prefer mobility, and I, like most Americans, I enjoy nice things. And it's this desire for nice things that motivates us to improve ourselves, which is also another trait of capitalism, something that the left is so eager to deny. It doesn't matter if you want to talk about the liberal, the socialist, or the communist, even though they're all one and the same. They always talk about other motivating factors. Greed is the most basic motivating factor. The desire for something nice, for what pleases oneself, is another basic motivating factor. It's not all these super higher morals that many people on the left promote. That is very rare, or at least uncommon, when it comes to motivating individuals to achieve. But what we have with, like my new toy, the 2014 Mustang GT Premium, is a car that's capable of drastically better performance than 50 years ago, that somebody who doesn't make the average median income can afford if they choose to. And from the time I decided to take delivery, from the time I decided I wanted one, to the time I took delivery, was able to find it, arrange financing, less than 30 days. How many years did it take to get a piece of garbage in the USSR or the Eastern Bloc? What about in Cuba? Think about the pieces of junk they're driving around. They're driving around, it looks like they're still stuck in the 50s. Capitalism works if you let it. Proof is all around us. It is those on the left who seek to deny that proof. They do not want to accept that what they consider to be motivating factors are part of the problem. You cannot motivate people to get out of poverty by giving them money. Because despite the fact that the poverty rate has dropped, the crime rate has gone up. The family has been destroyed. Do you think maybe those two have a cause and effect together? It all depends on how you interpret the facts, but one thing's for sure. Johnson's Great Society, it's not so great. Well, I'm going to end this. I just wanted to put together a little something. And much love to all of you on the right. And for all of you on the left, why are you even watching? Talk to somebody like Ted Cruz, Glenn Beck, Sean Hannity. They are much kinder heart, much better individual than I am. I'm someone who just doesn't care about you anymore. I only care about the people on my side of the aisle. Thank you. Good night, America.